welcome to Pop Culture Corner, the show where we review all things pop culture. I'm Zach.
I'm Margaret.
And today we will be taking a look at the 2023 prequel called Wonka.
Wonka is a 2023 musical comedy film which was directed by Paul King, who co-wrote the screenplay with Simon Farnaby based on a story by King. And it tells the origin story of Willy Wonka, who was a central character in the 1964 novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, depicting his early days as the chocolatier. The film stars Timothy Chalamet as the title character, with an ensemble cast including Kyle Lane, Keegan-Michael Key, Patterson Joseph, Matt Lucas, Matthew Baton, Sally Hawkins, Ron Atkinson, Jim Carter, Olivia Colman, Hugh Grant, etc.
Wonka is the story of Wonka. A prequel story of Wonka had been written, directed, has had several directors attached to it, including Steven Spielberg, Tim Burton, even Martin Scorsese had wanted to do a prequel to the story of Wonka.
Development began when Warner Brothers Pictures reacquired the rights to the character in 2016 and announced that the film would be an origin story. It premiered in London at the Royal Festival Hall, South Bank Centre on November 28, 2023, and was released in the United Kingdom on December 8th and in the United States on December 15th by Warner Brothers Pictures. It received positive reviews from critics who praised Hamlet's performance, music, and visuals, and it was also a box office success, grossing $632 million worldwide against a $125 million budget to become the 8th highest grossing film of 2023.
Wonka tells the story of young Willy Wonka trying to sell his chocolate, but he's also opposed by a group known as the Chocolate Cartel, led by Mr. Slugworth.
Yep, Willy Wonka, a young aspiring magician, inventor, and chocolatier, arrived at the Galleries Gourmet with big dreams of establishing his own chocolate shop that he would like to have one day. Working through his meager savings of money, he is coerced to stay at Mrs. Scrubbett's boarding house by her co-worker Bleacher, and despite Scrubbett's foster daughter and orphan Noodle's warning about the small print, signs a contract because he is illiterate, and he introduces Hover Chalks, which are chocolates that make people fly but rival chocolatiers Arthur Slugworth. Gerald Prodnos and Felix Wickelgruber have his earnings confiscated by the police for selling without a store.
Since Wonka didn't read the fine print, he is now forced to work his debt in the Scrubbit shop by dry cleaning everything.
Yep, and he's not able to pay the exorbitant fees, and Wonka is forced to work in Scrubbit's laundrette alongside Noodle and fellow captives Abigail Crunchpiper Benz, Larry Shuttlesworth, and Lottie Bell. And his passion for chocolate comes from his late mother, and he believes that his creations are being stolen by an orange man, and the orange man was the Oompa Loompa. And the Oompa Loompa man in this movie is smaller than the original, so they're maybe like that size compared to the Willy Wonka version.
Yep, and the Oompa Loompa was stealing from Wonka because Willy Wonka had stolen the last cocoa bean from the Oompa Loompas, and the one who was supposed to be guarding it was banished because of it.
Yep, and I thought the movie was really good compared to the original. I thought the visuals and music, singing, dancing were all really good. Like the scenery, imagery was really good with this movie. And I thought the actor for Wonka was spectacular.
He was. Like, the guy who played Wonka was excellent. So was Newt. All the cast did really good. If I had to rank all the Wonkas, I would rate Gene Wilder and Chalfant's Wonka at the very top, while Depp's is right behind him.
Yep, and I thought the choreography along with the dancing was really good, and I thought this movie had a lot of creativity, good story plot, great characters, good character story development. For a remake, I thought it was fantastic because it's not always easy to do a remake of classic films, but this one passed the test with a lot of flying colors.
It did, and then the Roald Dahl estate actually gave some of the rights to the book to Netflix.
Also, Slugworth, the chocolate cartel, was threatened by Wonka's better and more affordable chocolate. He bribes one of the chefs to intimidate Wonka with his chocolate shop. Wonka and the character Noodle actually kind of sneak into a zoo, milking a giraffe named Abigail to produce his signature chocolate, so he was getting help with making his famous chocolate.
Like, the movie really did capture the pure imagination of the 1950s version of Willy Wonka. Gene Wilder would be proud.
He would be very proud. Wonka says that it's not the chocolate that matters, but the people that you share it with, and he shares it with his new friends in the end and reunites with her own mother because she was with somebody else throughout the movie and not her own mom. So I thought that was a cool part. And he purchases an abandoned castle and turns it into his chocolate factory, which I thought was awesome.
Yep, that was really cool.
Yep.
And thank you for joining us on Pop Culture Corner today. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to the StarThrower Group YouTube page for more content. This is Zach.
Margaret.
Signing out.